Hi, and welcome to Q&A with Megan. I'm Megan, and today the theme of our Q&A session is all about forgiveness. Our first question is, why is forgiveness important on our spiritual journey? God wants us to experience this kind of liberation and freedom that comes through true, authentic forgiveness that we can give others and ourselves. So, forgiveness is so extremely crucial, necessary on our spiritual journeys for us to really tap into that peace, joy, and hope that God intends for us to have now and always. Forgiveness allows us to live in the present moment. It allows us to release any kind of thing that we're holding on to, that we feel resentful about, that we feel shame about. So forgiveness in every moment possible is so important on our journeys in this life with God, with others, and living with ourselves. So moving on to more specifics with our next question, which is, how can we approach authentically forgiving others? Well, first, we must not expect anyone to be perfect. It's just not possible. If we have these standards for other people in which we expect them to be perfect, that kind of indicates that we have perfectionistic tendencies within ourselves, and that just simply is not very conducive or productive towards living this free life rooted in the present moment. So we can't expect that others meet these perfect standards of ours. So instead, we must look at others with a kind of acceptance and openness, understanding that they will make mistakes just as we make mistakes, but we can still learn to give others the benefit of the doubt and to embrace people's shortcomings as just something that we can have mercy on. Forgiveness and mercy go together. We can extend a kind of compassion and just assume the best in another. I know you might be thinking, what if this person has done something outrageously wrong towards me or another person? How could I possibly forgive them? I know it's hard, and I know it's true that we can't just release ourselves from the responsibility of informing others what is true and trying to teach others and lead others in the way of integrity and true respectable behavior. Yet our first step has to be this acceptance of the humanity of the other person and true deep forgiveness. This may take some time, but forgiveness is something that we work on constantly. And so yes, it's a work in progress, something that we can renew in ourselves really each moment of the day. Moving on to the next question now. What does it mean to forgive ourselves? Well, we all have some sort of shame from our past that we're holding on to in different ways, but we can learn to release this. We can truly just get into the mode of stepping in the present moment and staying there and not letting the past hold us back, not letting anything that we feel embarrassed about or regretful of from the past get in the way of us enjoying the present moment. So we need to stop caring so much about what we think others think of us or have thought about us or will continue to think because of something that we have done, and just remember that we can always set that refresh button in our lives so that we can live happily and fully, freely again in the present moment, because that's our experience. That's where we are, and that's where we will access the most joy and grace, where God lives with us, where we can experience God's guidance and true love and bliss. So again, peace is in the present. We can release what is holding us back from the present moment. And overall, I just hope that we can take something from this Q&A session about forgiveness. I know that we just touched on the themes in forgiveness and why it's important and what it means to forgive others and ourselves. But let's just remember that forgiveness is indeed a work in progress that we must continually be intentional about and renewing in our minds and our hearts. So don't fret, don't feel hopeless. Just have that joy and hope that comes with knowing that we are on this beautiful path with God, with each other, and that together we can learn how to unify together, forgive each other and ourselves, and just really connect with this truth in this existence with God, with love. So God bless you, and I will see you next week for another Q&A. Bye.